So I think some of for me, the behaviours that I guess we look to recruit and retain, attract for the future positions that we hold. There's probably five or six of them I think that would really call out. Energy. So an individual needs to have energy, and certainly in this field, boundless supplies of it. What we do at times can be very hard and very demanding physically as well as mentally. So to have that kind of get up and go constantly, day after day after day, needs to be there. Yeah, there's time off for good behaviour and all that, but actually somebody needs to be highly motivated and have that energy that comes with it. A can-do attitude, that nothing should be off the table. It's far too common to get kind of like a pessimistic security practitioner that nobody will listen to me, the business won't want to do this, therefore we're not going to do it. And positivity or a positive outlook is absolutely key, because it doesn't take long for that kind of negative kind of vibe to then spread to other parts of the team, other parts of the organisation. The honesty, I think, is fundamental. The fact that what we do is very integral to the core of any organisation, and to have a position where you can be upstanding in character, have the integrity and the ability to sort of be honest with the organisation in terms of what you will get involved in, what you will see will be highly sensitive, highly confidential, and people need to trust you. So you need to be of that sort of ilk. Another behaviour I think is going to be quite key is the willingness to learn. As I've mentioned before, I'd much rather hire on behaviours if the technical skills weren't right there. I will quite happily spend time and resources training the right candidate in the relative field, whether it be working with particular technologies, firewalls, products, networks, etc., infrastructure. And I always find the soft skills quite harder to teach, because some people have a natural kind of draw to it, others it's kind of be a bit of a challenge. Timekeeping, I think that's just the OCD in me, because look, we need to kind of manage our own time. We'll have a lot to do. There'll be lots of deadlines that need to be met. And kind of tied with that, I guess, is a bit of punctuality. It's in the business environment, when we say we're going to be somewhere at a particular time, we need to be there. If we've committed to delivering a piece of work by a particular date, we need to deliver. And that whole time management piece is really key. From a recruiter's perspective, it's very hard. It's finding the right individual to fit the role that's kind of being recruited for, that fills those attributes we've talked about. It is really difficult. Not to mention the fact that the security recruitment agencies and kind of industry has kind of exploded with the whole kind of cyber boom. It was almost kind of like our Y2K. Then with GDPR, the demand for cyber expertise has just exploded. As a result of that, you've got people coming into the industry, either new into recruitment or that have kind of done more traditional recruitment before, trying to capitalise on this. And I get that, right? It's kind of the way the world works. But actually, I think that security professionals recruit based on relationships. And for me, the secret sauce for the recruiters, they need to then have those relationships as well. This isn't just about kind of doing a keyword search against your CV database and going, you've asked for cyber security London, and sending RAS-throughs of CVs. People want to know about the people, right? So, and this varies from roles, whether you're recruiting at junior kind of security analyst level, all the way up to kind of security leaders across the business. I don't want to hear about the latest and greatest CV that you might have. I want to hear about the person that you've got that you think is going to be right for the role. So in terms of the advice I'd give to the recruiters and the recruitment industry, it's about bringing those relationships that you do have, because they do exist, right? Because that's the way the world works, that's the way the industry works, is bringing that to the clients and bringing that to our attention as the hiring organisation or hiring manager, and saying, talk more about the people. And for me, that's where you'll differentiate yourselves, because the new entrants into the market, they won't have those relationships. They'll be farming, kind of searching on LinkedIn and doing those keyword searches and just throwing people almost under a bus in some cases, because the bad recruitment processes are the ones that people talk about. They don't necessarily talk about how the great ones are, or the good ones that help people get people into business. So for me, it's very much around those relationships.